Hi everybody, Neal Weichel with Remax of Valencia. Last week I did a video, an important video about the fire situation here in Southern California and what was happening. And I asked you if you had questions pertaining to insurance. It's our belief that insurance is going to be the single biggest issue that we deal with coming out of this tragedy. If you had questions about insurance, to please send them to me, and that I would address them in a follow-up video this week, okay, the second week of January. And I'm here with Nicole Scott. Nicole is one of the finest insurance professionals I've ever met. We deal with insurance all the time in the real estate industry, obviously. And Nicole's experience with Farmers Insurance, AAA Insurance, and for the last few years with Goosehead, which is an insurance broker, has really been a saving situation for us, because we'd have people trying to buy homes and we couldn't get them insurance, and Nicole stepped in and helped. Some of you have called me, Neal, what do? I got a big policy increase. Nicole steps in and helps, and really has helped our clients out a lot. So I'm going to go rapid fire with the questions that you asked. And the first question concerns even the availability of insurance right now in this kind of awful situation that we're dealing with. What's happening right now very clearly is people are scrambling to find out where they're going to go, whether that's to go rent something or even in some cases to buy something, because the rebuild process is expected to be quite long. So when they go, Nicole, to buy a home, can they even get fire insurance, which of course is required if there's a loan?
Yeah, so California Fair Plan is always going to be a guaranteed option. There's currently no moratorium, so Fair Plan's wide open. Depending upon the area and the zip code and the neighborhood, there's still a lot of carriers that are wide open.
So we're still seeing traditional carriers that are insuring, if they're still insuring in that zip code, and then California Fair Plan. Now, I had heard, and perhaps some of the people watching this had heard, that California Fair Plan, which is kind of always available in some of these, high danger areas, right, historically, was going to be running out of money or not able to insure people looking to buy a home. Your thoughts?
So that's the hot topic right now, is do they have enough funds? So California Fair Plan is communicating to agents that they do have enough. So at least for the claims that are outstanding right now. And then if whatever exceeds that surplus that they have, then they have their own reinsurance company that would step in to make good on that. So that remains to be seen, but that's what we're being told.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that remain to be seen, and I'm going to keep you informed on it. This was a big issue a year ago. And Nicole was saving our clients left and right because their policy doubled, right? And now with this awful situation, it's going to be very much a situation where we need to stay in touch with each other. And that begs the next question. I got this a lot. What's going to happen to all the people in California that did not have this awful experience impact them? Meaning their house didn't have smoke damage, it didn't have fire damage, it's still standing. What's going to happen to those premiums over the next year, which are already high?
Yeah, so likely that everyone's going to see an increase. Of course, that remains to be seen, but there isn't going to be anything that will happen quickly, at least in relation to these particular fires. So those rates do take time to get approved by the Department of Insurance. But likely the state of California will see increases, and then the areas that were most, affected with damage, those will be the ones that will have the highest increase.
Yeah. And so for people that are trying to stay in what used to be their home neighborhood, they're going to be faced with some even more difficult situations, because the cost of staying there, not just in terms of time to rebuild and all that, but then when they actually go to get fire insurance, it's likely going to be very challenging.
Likely, yeah. So,
okay. Yeah, I'm afraid that's what I was afraid you were going to say. All right, so last question, and we've all seen the awful situations that people are dealing with, and we've seen the devastation, and it's just tragic on every level. And it really bothers me to even bring this up, but I remember the earthquake. In every tragedy, there's always opportunists, there's always people that try to take advantage. And so this is for anybody that was impacted, or if you have friends or family that were impacted. What is the biggest mistake that people, understandably just distraught right now, are making? What should they be doing that they're not doing, or what's happening to them that we want to make sure they they are careful about?
Number one, don't make any decisions when emotions are at the highest. Make sure that you confirm with every representative that you're speaking with that they're a true representative of your insurance company. There's what we refer to as the lulls that come out during this time. So they could be saying that they're here to help you with their insurance when they have nothing to do with your actual insurance company. So they could be offering you pennies on the dollar, something also
To buy your home,
to
right?
buy your home and your land. When you want to make sure that you're speaking with your adjuster, your insurance adjuster. There are actually public adjusters that will likely be approaching those with claims, and just be cognizant that they do charge a fee, up to 8% of the claim.
Yeah, they're going to need them because they're going to need adjusters.
They will.
Just like we're going to need so many different professionals to help get us through this situation. And also, you and I were talking, and I think this is important, photograph, video, document what's happened to you. And also, you said something really important. Even if you were near it but not impacted, have your roof inspected, right? Have your HVAC inspected. Can you explain why?
Yes. So even if you had, even if you weren't next door, but say you're a mile away from the core of the damage, especially with these winds, there likely were embers that flowed through the air, landing on your roof. You think your home's fine. I highly recommend to contact a roofing inspector. Those should be free. They'll have drones that will go on top of your home, and then they could assess whether or not you truly have any damage, just to mitigate any further damage, especially when the rains do eventually come.
Right. Okay, so to wrap up, we're here to help you, okay? You're having questions, keep them coming. I will report back in any way that will help you and help the community at large. We have good people that we partner with in all aspects of real estate to help you manage this situation and to help your friends and family. Feel free to forward this video and they can reach out to me. We're going to put Nicole's contact information up on the screen now. Feel free to reach out to her. She's very busy, obviously, but we'll take the time to help you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.